stepping into a home where the scent of fresh roses lingers in the air. Antique treasures tell stories of generations past, and every room glows with warm Southern hospitality. In today's video, we're diving deep into the most beautiful vintage cottage decor ideas for 2026, blending Southern farmhouse style, timeless elegance, antique decor, and cozy cottage charm into one unforgettable aesthetic. If you love cottage or interiors, vintage home decorating ideas, and elegant farmhouse inspiration, then stay with me until the very end, because these ideas will completely transform the way you style your home this year. One of the biggest interior design shifts happening in 2026 is the return of homes that feel personal, layered, and deeply emotional rather than perfectly staged. Designers are moving away from sterile minimalism and embracing warm woods, vintage decor, floral patterns, and collected interiors filled with character. Recent design forecasts show that homeowners are craving lived-in beauty, with meaningful antiques and timeless textures replacing mass-produced decor. This new era of decorating celebrates comfort, nostalgia, and soulful elegance, making vintage cottage style more popular than ever. Nothing defines Southern farmhouse cottage decor more beautifully than roses. Soft blush roses, climbing garden roses, faded floral fabrics, and delicate botanical prints instantly create romance and warmth. In 2026, floral and botanical motifs are among the most celebrated vintage design trends because they bring softness and timeless femininity into modern interiors. Whether displayed in antique pictures, woven into wallpaper, or layered through vintage textiles, roses transform ordinary spaces into dreamy Southern sanctuaries that feel welcoming, graceful, and unforgettable. Antique furniture is no longer just for collectors. It's becoming the centerpiece of stylish, modern cottage homes. Distressed touches, weathered farmhouse tables, carved wood armoires, and vintage rocking chairs instantly add history and authenticity to a room. Interior experts say the desire for storied pieces is dominating 2026 decor because people want homes filled with soul rather than fast furniture. The beauty of antiques lies in their imperfections. The worn paint, faded wood, and tiny scratches all whisper stories from another era, making your home feel rich with heritage and charm. One of the hottest home decor trends for 2026 is the return of soft, pastel color palettes inspired by vintage interiors from the 1950s and classic Southern homes. Designers are embracing buttery creams, dusty pinks, sage greens, pale blues, and warm ivory tones because these shades create calm, inviting spaces filled with nostalgic elegance. When layered with antiques and floral accents, pastels make your home feel airy, romantic, and effortlessly timeless without losing warmth or sophistication. True cottage style is all about texture. Think linen slipcovers, ruffled pillows, crocheted blankets, aged wood, vintage lace curtains, and woven baskets layered together in a way that feels collected over time. Designers call this approach refined layering, one of the defining decorating methods of 2026. Instead of matching everything perfectly, mix textures and materials naturally to create a home that feels comfortable, welcoming, and beautifully lived in. This layered approach is what gives Southern farmhouse interiors their signature warmth and charm. Vintage silver and antique glassware are becoming must-have decor pieces in elegant cottage homes this year. Designers are especially loving sterling silver trays, crystal bowls, old Pyrex collections, and delicate glass candlesticks because they add sparkle and history without overwhelming the space. These details work beautifully styled on coffee tables, hutches, dining tables, and kitchen shelves, instantly making your home feel curated, sophisticated, and deeply personal. The kitchen remains the emotional heart of every Southern cottage home. Open shelving, antique dishware, weathered wood islands, farmhouse sinks, and floral arrangements create an atmosphere that feels both functional and nostalgic. The modern farmhouse kitchen of 2026 blends rustic warmth with elegant vintage details, balancing practicality with beauty. Add copper cookware, fresh herbs, and soft lighting to create that irresistible grandmother's cottage feeling viewers absolutely love on YouTube home tours. The beauty of a vintage cottage home extends beyond the interior. Cottage gardens filled with roses, lavender, climbing vines, and overflowing greenery are one of the strongest garden trends of 2026. Experts say homeowners are embracing gardens that feel natural, abundant, and slightly wild instead of overly manicured. These dreamy outdoor spaces create the perfect extension of Southern farmhouse living, making every porch, pathway, and backyard feel like a peaceful retreat from the modern world. Warm wood tones are replacing cold gray finishes in 2026 homes. Rich oak, walnut, reclaimed pine, and aged wood textures bring depth and coziness into vintage cottage interiors. Designers emphasize that wood with visible grain, patina, and imperfections makes homes feel grounded and authentic. Whether through exposed beams, antique tables, or rustic shelving, warm woods add timeless character that perfectly complements Southern farmhouse elegance. One of the secrets to creating a stunning vintage cottage home is balancing antiques with modern comforts. Pair an antique dresser with modern lighting, or place a contemporary sofa beside a weathered farmhouse table. Designers in 2026 are encouraging homeowners to blend eras rather than recreate one exact historical style. This creates interiors that feel collected, stylish, and fresh while still preserving the emotional warmth of vintage decor. Lighting is one of the most powerful ways to create a cozy atmosphere in a cottage home. Vintage chandeliers, pleated lampshades, antique sconces, and candlelight create a warm glow that instantly transforms a room. Designers say vintage lighting is one of the biggest home decor trends of 2026 because it adds character and softness modern fixtures often lack. Soft lighting makes every corner of your home feel comforting, elegant, and beautifully inviting. Gallery walls filled with antique paintings, botanical prints, portraits, and weathered frames bring incredible depth into a southern cottage interior. Oversized vintage art and grouped collections are especially trending in 2026 because they create homes that feel artistic and collected rather than staged. These pieces instantly become conversation starters while adding timeless elegance and personality to blank walls. One of the reasons people are falling in love with cottage interiors again is because they celebrate imperfection. Slightly faded fabrics, chipped paint, weathered finishes, and antique details make homes feel real and comforting. The 2026 Rustic Revival movement focuses on organic beauty, natural materials, and spaces that feel emotionally grounding rather than overly polished. This philosophy creates homes where people can truly relax, breathe deeply, and feel at peace. Every beautiful cottage home includes cozy corners designed for slowing down and enjoying life. Reading nooks, tea corners, layered bedding, soft armchairs, and candlelit side tables create emotional warmth that audiences instantly connect with online. These comforting spaces embody the slower, more intentional lifestyle that defines modern cottagecore and southern farmhouse living in 2026. If these vintage cottage decor ideas 2026 are inspiring you, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and comment below with your favorite decorating style. Are you drawn more to romantic roses, antique treasures, cozy cottage, or elegant southern farmhouse interiors? Your comments help build a warm and creative home decor community where we can inspire each other with timeless decorating ideas every single week. In a fast-moving world filled with trends that quickly disappear, vintage cottage style offers something deeper: comfort, familiarity, warmth, and emotional connection. People are no longer designing homes just to impress guests or follow social media trends. They're creating spaces that nourish the soul and tell personal stories through meaningful decor. That's why Southern farmhouse style with antiques, florals, and timeless elegance continues to capture hearts across YouTube, Pinterest, and interior design communities everywhere. A beautiful vintage cottage home isn't about perfection. It's about creating a feeling. It's the warmth of weathered wood, the softness of roses on the table, the elegance of antiques passed through generations, and the comfort of spaces that feel lovingly lived in. By embracing these Southern farmhouse decor ideas for 2026, you can create a timeless sanctuary filled with grace, beauty, and unforgettable charm. Thank you for spending time with me today, and until next time, keep decorating your home with heart, warmth, and timeless elegance.